And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Here we are, GA, closing in on the final game of the regular season. What's the key, in your mind, to finishing strong?
Well, I think it's important to stay in the moment. The key is to maintain focus on this opponent, even this possession. That's how you find success.
Right in the heart of that defense, found a way to convert.
Here's Ward to the left side wing. Left side Anderson. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3-ball bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Cole. Now Ilgauskas. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And I like how tenacious Ilgauskas is. Once he catches the ball, he feels like no one is stopping him.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Shooting one.
And no doubt the size of Ilgauskas can be intimidating. He is a huge player with a surprisingly soft touch.
Here's Ward. 9 points last game. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the Knicks making a change here. Weatherspoon's checked in. Pass to Ilgauskas. Over McDyess. Ilgauskas. Good! Ilgauskas has got 5 now.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Here's Ward. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
McDyess so strong around the basket, putting the power in power forward.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Olajuwon's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's McDyess. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. A shot by Isley, no good. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Hawks. One-on-one fast break. Here's Weatherspoon. Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
A nice shot by Anderson.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Coles. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And when you're a good passer, the D expects that. He tricked them there and kept it for a bucket.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Ward. Pass to McDyess. It's blocked.
Yeah, and Ilgauskas stretching out there to block shots. Superb at using that huge wingspan to come up with rejections.
Here's Cole. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and the dunk by McDyess.
Outworking the defense, McDyess knows the extra effort will win him that second chance opportunity.
Here's Cole. Pass to Ilgauskas. Cuts off the pass. Inside, Weatherspoon. And the powerful one-handed slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
A nice shot by Anderson. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Knicks?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Now, here's Ilgauskas. He has 5.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Ward. Here's the floater. 5 to shoot. Here's Isley. Off target from outside. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Isley. Still scoreless. Pass to Ward. It's up a 3. The rebound by Ilgauskas. The Cavaliers leading. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Now, here's Miles. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And not a long trip to the rim for Ilgauskas, using that reach to just hammer it down.
Here's Ward. Pass to McDyess. Oh, that's blocked.
Wow, great interior D. That effort gets erased because of it.
Here's Cole. Driving in. Can't get it to fall. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Ward. Pass to Anderson. And here's McDyess. And stolen by Ilgauskas. And here's Miles. Here's Cole. Picked by Olajuwon. Shots good by Cole. Cole's got his second bucket tonight. Here's Ward. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Jumps up. And then Miles with the dunk.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Knicks trail by 8. Here's Ward. Pass to Anderson. Here's Ward. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's McDyess. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Is there any better feeling than stuffing a shot near the hoop?
Now, here's Miles. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Ilgauskas, good! Ilgauskas has got 11 points.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's Anderson. He's got 5. McDyess, a screen. Anderson with the ball, picked up by Elijah Wan. Here's Ward. And such a nice move to make the basket work. 5 points in the game.
And providing the score, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by the Cavaliers.
Here's Cole. 5 points in the game. Elijah Wan, no good.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
It's Anderson with the drive. Plays it up and banks it in.
Gets it in close and doesn't waste that high percentage shot.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Outside, Elijah Wan. For the Knicks, Odepenko comes in for Isaac. And it's Anderson in for Ward.
Substitution on the court.
Elijah Wan on the high post. McDyess on him. Clock at 6. Here's Miles. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Love his aggressive nature there. Sometimes you just got to do it yourself in the pick and roll.
Anderson with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Left side, Anderson. Pass to Weatherspoon. Now here's Anderson. From downtown. No good that time. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Wagner outside. Now Ilgauskas. Knocked loose. Here's Weatherspoon. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Miles. A rebound by Weatherspoon. Knicks trail by 6. Anderson right side. Now McDyess. He's guarded by Elijah Wan. 3 on the clock. McDyess can't hit. Up top, Miles. He has 6. Wagner outside. Beyond the arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here's Potapenko. Nothing on the board. Anderson's shot is off.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Moiso. Here's Peterson. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Sometimes it's this easy. Peterson gets the ball at the right time and lets it go.
Anderson outside. They set the screen to the paint. Here's Potapenko. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Potapenko's got his first bucket of the night.
I like that he passed out instead of forcing his own play there.
Anderson against Wagner. Shoots a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Wagner's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Anderson with the ball for the New York Knicks. 9-point game. Last time they met in New York.
And they did win that last game in this matchup, and it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Yeah, a significant differential in free throws made. I mean, give them credit. They capitalized on those opportunities.
Here's Morgan. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Palacio. And stolen by Knight. Pass to Weatherspoon. Down low. A steal. Now Wagner. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now an 11-point Cleveland lead.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And Potapenko gets it to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. The NBA draft is in the summer, but Greg, we already know who the first overall pick is going to be. A kid named LeBron James.
Yeah, we've known that for a couple of years now. He's been on every magazine cover. LeBron's a special player, almost magic-like when it comes to passing with size.
Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. We take a look at the Knicks. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And checking out Cleveland, just a few spots below there.
And checking out New York, they have clear goals in this final month. Time to secure a spot in the play-in because that's their ticket into the playoffs.
Over to the wing, stolen by McDyess. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Ward. 5 points in the game. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Jackson. Cleveland leading by 9. Right wing. Pass to Campbell. Here's Peterson. This one for 3. Rebounded by McDyess. Here's Ward. Here's Isley. And the 3-ball is good. Isley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
And when the corner threes are dropping, it really forces a defense to cover a lot of ground.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Right side Jackson. Pass to Campbell. Cavaliers moving the ball around. And another miss by Cleveland.
Trying to match 3, sometimes you get too amped up and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Cole. 5 points in the game. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Ilgauskas. No good again that time. New York trailing. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
McDyess, good.
Boy, they got a clean look there.
Here's Cole. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Make some noise for your Cleveland dancers.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Miles is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Anderson's checked in. Coles passes to Jackson. Now Campbell, 11 points for him in that last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Yeah, the big man is just dominating right now. Ilgauskas plays hard, physical basketball.
Here's Ward. He's got 5. McDyess. Campbell grabs the board.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like watching Jackson there challenge the defense, really forcing the contact.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jackson.
And the former Buckeye, Jim Jackson, is a talented kind of combo guard forward, a 3-ball specialist who adds some muscle and savvy and leadership to this team.
Olajuwon's checked in for the Cavaliers. And New York with a change here, too. Thomas is checked in. And so Jackson nails both of them.
Knocking down your freebies can help you get in a rhythm and stay there.
Here's Isley. He's got 6 to the middle and stolen by Ilgauskas. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Ward. He has 5. To the inside. And stolen by Elijah Wan. Outside Jackson. Here's Cole. 5 points in the game.
With his impeccable footwork and interior scoring, Elijah Wan really an ideal role man out of the pick and roll.
Here's Isley, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Ward. New York moving the ball around. Here's McDyess, and the dunk by McDyess.
No one throws it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up the chance to make a statement.
Here's Cole. Elijah Wan. Pass to Cole. 5 on the clock. Here's Ilgauskas. He's guarded by Thomas. And it's Ilgauskas missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it goes down 2 points. Thomas got his first bucket in this one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Ilgauskas, good. Ilgauskas has got 15 points.
He's simply on a tear right now and showing no signs of slowing down.
Or the pass to Anderson. And again, it's New York.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Cole. He has 5. Pass to Ilgauskas.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
And so here's Cleveland. Here's Cole. Shot clock at 6. Elijah Wan got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Look, when Elijah Wan has the ball inside, there's not a lot you can do. He is extremely gifted in close.
New York takes timeout. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Isley. He's got 6. To the left wing. Pass to McDyess. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
You can't afford to let McDyess get comfortable from the mid-range now. He likes that area.
And here's Miles. Elijah on the high post. Jackson dishes to Miles. Here's Coles. The Knicks pull it in. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Pass to Isley. Thomas, a screen on Jackson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Ilgauskas.
Look, that's what it takes to succeed inside. Grit and determination.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Thomas. He's off on the second.
great atmosphere in this building tonight. The fans were primed for this game.
Pass to Cole. Now here's Miles, guarded closely. From deep. Rebounded by Ward. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. New York, no good that time either.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
35 seconds left in the first half. Lots of room. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Ward.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
To the paint. Shot's good by Cole. Cole's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Ward. Over Cole. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Ward. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Cavaliers lead by 2 and will return shortly. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Zydrunas Ilgauskas in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ward, the pass to Isley. Pass to McDyess. And stolen by Olajuwon. Here's Miles. It's good. Miles has got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Cavs. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Ward. Here's McDyess. Olajuwon with the block.
You aren't scoring on him at the rim. Forget about that. No way, Jose.
Here's Cole. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Anderson. Clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Olajuwon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Miles, and it's Miles with the jam.
Making his presence felt at the rim.
3rd quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Ward. He's got 9. Pass to Isley. Thomas, a screen on Jackson. Isley. His 3-pointers off the mark. Cleveland leading by 6. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Now here's Miles. He's got 10. Ilgauskas a screen on Anderson. Miles with it. But now by Anderson. And it's Miles missing. Knicks trail by 6. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. McDyess a screen. To end the drought. Ward, good. Ward's got 12.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Miles. Inside, got a piece of it. Here's Isley. He has 6. Here's Ward. Now Thomas. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Olajuwon with a screen on Anderson. Miles dishes to Olajuwon. Here's Isley. Here's Ward. And it's Miles with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Cole. He's got 7. Ilgauskas, the pass to Olajuwon. Yep, that one goes. Olajuwon's got 12 in the game.
Boy, great body control that time by Olajuwon. Really hard to knock him off balance.
Here's Ward. 12 points for him. To the wing on the left. Here's Isley, guarded by Jackson. Lets it go from deep. New York missing again. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Coles passes to Jackson. Olajuwon deciding where to go with it. Here's Cole. Fades back. Ilgauskas. Good. He's got 17.
The beauty of Ilgauskas is he doesn't have to be inside. He can stretch it out to the mid-range.
Here's Ward. And Anderson has it in the corner. Pass to McDyess. Here's Ward. New York, no good that time either. The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Coles passes to Jackson. Now here's Olajuwon. Here's Cole. He's got 7. Tries again. Ilgauskas. Good. And now a 9-point Cleveland lead.
Ilgauskas is a 7'3" big man who does a really solid job rebounding the ball.
Or the pass to Anderson. Pass to Ward. Off the mark and the drought continues. Cleveland leading by 9. Jackson passes to Cole. Now, here's Ilgauskas. He's covered by McDyess.
And you almost have to climb a ladder to guard Ilgauskas.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
No good on that. And we know last season marked the creation of the National Basketball Development League, the NBDL. And the NBA family now creating, Clark, its own minor league system.
Yeah, I like going in that direction for the NBA and its teams. It's made travel a little easier. The 8 teams currently all clustered in the southeast part of the country. We'll see how that expands and grows and evolves, but I think the league itself is sure to develop over time while developing future NBA players.
Here's Ward. He's got 12. Thomas, a screen on Jackson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Olajuwon's checked in for Campbell. Here's Cole. He's got 7. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Cole. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Fires from deep. Coles can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Ward. And here is Thomas. He's guarded by Olajuwon. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Thomas. Here's Cole. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Cole. Campbell is checked in for the Cavaliers.
Substitution for your Cavaliers. Number 5, Elton Campbell.
Knicks trail by 8. Here's Ward. He's got 12. Jacks up a 3. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. He squares up and sinks it. Ward's got 5 points in the quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Here's Cole. He's got 7. Pass to Miles. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Here's Cole. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Weatherspoon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Ward. 14 points for him. Anderson wide open. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Cole. From deep 3-point territory, the Knicks pull it in. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Or the pass to Anderson. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Cole. The shot's good. Cole's got 9 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You've got to be tougher defensively.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Make some noise.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Potapenko's checked in for Thomas. McDyess comes in for Anderson. Lee Nalen's checked in for Isley. And it's Anderson in for Ward. McDyess up top. 10 points for him. Pass to Nalen. And stolen by Ilgauskas. Here's Peterson. He's guarded by Nalon. Here's Palacio. And here is Ilgauskas. He's got 20. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Weatherspoon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Anderson. And here is Nalon. There's the pick. Down low. And stolen by Ilgauskas. Here's Peterson. He's covered by Anderson. Now, here's Ilgauskas. Pass to Peterson. Over Anderson. Peterson misses.
That one hurts. Point-blank range, you've got to capitalize on it.
Nalon passes to Anderson. Here's Weatherspoon. And here's McDyess. Here's Palacio. To the paint. Here's Ilgauskas. Sinks that one from the post. Ilgauskas has got 22.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding it.
The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 8. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Out to the right wing. Here's Campbell. The rebound by Morgan. Knicks trail by 8. Pass to Weatherspoon. Into the lane. And he lays it straight in.
Oh, great job of recognition, finding the open man.
Cavaliers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Now, here's Ilgauskas. Over Potapico, Ilgauskas. Good! Ilgauskas has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Here's McDyess. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 2. And stolen by Wagner. And here they come.
New York foul. Kenny Anderson. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Cleveland, Wagner. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Wagner. Both free throws good from Wagner. Knicks trail by 10. Anderson outside. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And Cleveland making a change here.
Number 10, Bill Palacio.
They set the pick. There's the drive, and he banks in the layup. Palacio's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Morgan. Cavaliers making a switch here. Miles has checked in. Anderson, he's checked in for New York. Pass to Weatherspoon. 6 to shoot. Al McDyess. New York moving the ball around. Launches from deep. And the Knicks miss again. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Takes a step back. And Palacio gets it to go.
When you get looks from there, you're doing a lot right.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Anderson. The kick out to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. McDyess passes to Weatherspoon. Here's Potapico. That one's off. Still out of sync. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Back to Miles. To the middle. It's tipped. Anderson outside with the crossover. It's rebounded by Cleveland. It's Miles on the wing. He's covered by McDyess. Back to Miles. Here's Palacio. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Shot clock at 5. Palacio's shot is off. Knicks trail by 14. And Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Potapico, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Love seeing that kind of activity on the offensive glass. Nicely done.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. Pass to Peterson. Now Campbell. Here's Palacio. Now Ilgauskas. He's covered by McDyess. Ilgauskas, good!
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
The Knicks call time. So both teams making some changes here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the New York head coach talking to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Now here's Anderson. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Here's Cole. Pass to Ilgauskas. Stolen by Thomas. Here's Ward. And here's Anderson. Second chance shot, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Kudos for the effort, but he got there a little too late.
Cleveland leading by 10. Here's Cole. It's Miles atop the key. Olajuwon with a screen on Anderson. Clock at 4. Pass to Olajuwon. That one misses. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Isley. Or the pass to Isley. Over Jackson. A shot by Isley, no good.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
Here's Cole. Shoots from the elbow. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Anderson. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Finishing inside through the contact there. Great focus.
Here's Cole.
Team foul.
Up top, Olajuwon. Shot clock at 6. Over McDyess. Hits the front of the rim and out. Knicks trail by 10 to the inside. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Anderson.
Going for that high percentage shot. He wants to make sure they convert.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Cole. Ilgauskas takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Pass to McDyess. Here's Ward. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Cole. Pass to Jackson. Olajuwon with the ball. Picked by Olajuwon. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now it's a 12-point Cleveland lead. For New York, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Isley the pass to Thomas. It's deflected.
Great anticipation defensively. He was all over that.
Pass to Cole. Ilgauskas in the post. Thomas covering. And good that time.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York gave us some information. Unfortunately, it seems he has a strained hip. You can imagine the kind of discomfort that causes. Of course, the good sign at this point is that he's going to continue to play through it, and they'll see how it goes. Kevin?
Thanks as always, David. Appreciate the report.
Yeah, my heart sinks for him. I mean, I really feel for him. It's no fun being hurt. Sitting out, you can't practice, you can't be part of the activity, can't help the squad. But right now, he's got to take care of his body, get his treatment, and focus on recovering so that he can get back into action down the road.
Now, here's Thomas. Here's Ward. For 19, that one goes. Here's Cole. Ilgauskas up top. Thomas covering. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
That one misses. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Jackson outside. Olajuwon outside. 5 to shoot. Fires away from outside. And it misses. Knicks trail by 14. Anderson outside. Here's Ward. Right side, Thomas shoots the 3. That's off.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay. For sure.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first 2.
And I think it says a lot about them that they were able to salvage this game. When you drop the first 2 against a team, you can often get down on yourself. They overcame that mental roadblock and were impressive in doing so.
That's good for McDyess.
And night in and night out, McDyess provides a bunch of energy. He's an athletic big guy who does a little bit of everything for you. Those guys are hard to find, but always valued.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And stolen by Wagner. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later on.